Let's talk about a show that's obsessed with spoilers. Doctor Who.
Yes.
It appears that John Sim will be returning as the Master.
I heard that.
Yes.
Good news. I mean, I like him as the Master.
Yes, and he was not replacing Missy as the Master. They will actually appear together.
I'm okay with this. I'm actually really okay with this. I like Missy. I think she's very entertaining.
Yeah, I think we're the only people in the world that like Missy.
Yeah.
But I like Michelle Gomez. So
Yes.
what I want to know is, why is her name Gomez? She looks very English and white to me.
And
No,
she sounds very English.
What I really want to know is, are you going to go my way? And what I really, really want to know is, how are they going to do this? Like, he very definitively was like obliterated, like wiped from time
right
at the end of time, or whatever the last Tenet story was.
Yeah.
Now you can always do the thing where you go, well, Big Bang 2, when Stephen Moffat's first arc, you can do whatever you want because the entire universe was sort of like reorganized and rebooted.
Sure.
But I mean, Amy Pond doesn't know anything about the Why would she bring John Sim's Master back in her mind?
I don't
She doesn't know that.
Maybe there's like some fragment of him that existed throughout time and space.
Yeah, because that's how good stories are written. There's no finality.
Sounds
Just keep
like
happening.
something that they would do.
It's fun though, because you always have these things where you have I bet the episode will be called The Two Masters. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You always have this thing where we have doctor actors who are still around, and so we try to get them together. But generally, Delgado or whoever's playing the Master before dies, and then you have to like get a new Master, and so there's no chance to have them together.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is fun. Just a little thing. Derek Jacobi's still around.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts is still around.
Yeah.
The Four Masters make it happen.
Oh my gosh, that would be some entertaining.
Actually, the one with the melted face, I don't remember the actor's name, but they played because the first guy died, and then they had to like quick cast somebody else. But we didn't want to, because I'm not sure if they'd come up with regeneration, I believe, but we had to like hide the fact that it wasn't that guy anymore.
Okay.
So they put like, no, my face got melted in a thing. So he's like, because he used up all his regenerations or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, you can leave that guy out. Sorry, that guy.
Sorry,
Play
melted
footage.
face guy.
Yeah, or we'll melt them as a homage to that. But yeah, that's what I want. Here's some good news. It looks like an animated Ghost in the Shell reboot is in development from IG Productions.
All right, cool. How do you feel about this, Cal?
I feel like this is a real funny time to announce it because
the
movie is a definitive failure and the American film, and so this is the kind of thing where you strike when the iron is as hot as it can be.
Right.
The iron is lukewarm.
Kind of cool.
But it's better than ice cold.
Yes.
So strike now.
I guess
And for all these
so.
people who go, it's not as good as the thing, well, guess what? The original production company is doing one, and they're bringing Kenji Kamiyama back, who was the producer and director of the Standalone Complex series.
Okay.
So it's not Mamoru Oshii. He's not going to be in it, but it's the guy that did the OK TV show. And he will be joined by Shinji Aramaki, who's the guy behind the Appleseed movie, or one of the Appleseed movies.
Okay.
So this is some big hitters.
That's cool. I'd like to see them do something original like you talked about before, instead of Ghost in the Shell always borrowing from itself.
Yeah.
Let's see something new.
Maybe a movie, maybe like TV season 3.
Sure.
Like in movie form.
Yeah.
Because those characters went a long way. Especially, a lot of people deride the second season as not being as good as the first.
Okay.
I agree, but it definitely took a lot more chances, and there were like entire episodes based around like, hey, what's Saito up to?
Sure.
And we'll just go check that out. And so, yeah, you could draw from a lot of that stuff, I think.
Okay.
That's where the Kuze thing came from.
Sure.
For the failing movie. So don't use that. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Little news blips. Daredevil season 3 will be filming later this year.
Okay.
Although I don't think we know who the villain is yet. You have to imagine the Punisher's going to stop by at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Even though he has his own show now, he's still going to stop by.
Right. Yeah.
And Elektra, I'm sure, will be there in some capacity as well.
Yeah. The Inhuman show is shooting in Hawaii.
Okay.
I guess it's going to be set in Hawaii as well.
How many members of the
All of
Lost cast do you think are going to be in it?
Oh, the Lost Cast. Oh, good one. Good one. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Hawaii Five-0 the other night, and I'm like, why is half the cast of Lost in this show? And I was like, wait a minute. You're on Lost.
Yep.
You shoot in Hawaii for 6 years.
Yep.
You buy a house.
Yep.
And then that ends, and you're like looking around for auditions.
You're like, well, crap.
This show's set in Hawaii? I got equity in my house.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Right.
I love poi. Bring it on. There are some pictures that show Serinda Swan as Medusa with a shaved head.
Okay.
So I guess if you were going to, of course, Medusa, her ability as an inhuman is to control her hair.
Right.
And she has a ton of it. So I guess if you're going to try to straitjacket her, or punish her, you shave her head.
I suppose.
But
yeah. So then is she going to be in wigs the entire first season?
Well, it's all going to be CGI here anyway. It's like crazy, right?
Oh, okay.
But do you want to just take here's the first thing we'll do with Wolverine. I know. We'll cut his claws off.
Yeah, I know.
Why take her thing away?
I don't know. It seems silly.
It's really handicapping itself because they're going to have some really good writing to help us really like this character and stick around long enough for her Bob to turn into Shoulder Length, to turn into Crystal Gale, to turn into Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, right.
And get her, sort of her hook back.
Right. And then, I mean, is her amount of power associated with how long her hair is?
No, it's not Sam's.
Okay.
Good call, though.
Nice
biblical allusion.
You're welcome.
Let's talk more about Marvel TV. Marvel has announced a comedy show, a comedy superhero show.
Yes.
The New Warriors will be that show. It will star Squirrel Girl.
Yes.
Who is not on The New Warriors, I don't believe.
No, I don't think so.
So why not make Squirrel Girl the show?
Because they wanted it to be a team show, like Avengers, but younger.
Great Lakes Avengers.
Yeah.
That's where she came from.
Yeah, that's true.
With Mr. Impossible and I don't remember any of the rest of the game.
Great Lake Avengers doesn't sound as cool as the New Warriors.
But it sounds silly and like a comedy show.
Yeah, it does.
So you're giving people what they want.
That's true.
Powerless doesn't, I guess Powerless is just like Powerless. Powerless is like what they should have called the PlayStation Network show Powers. Yeah. Powers. But it does, when you think about it, you're like, Powerless. It's kind of a silly title.
It is.
So yeah, I mean, just the Great Lakes Avengers. Maybe they don't want to sully the Avengers brand.
No, right. Because what if this tanks?
Right. And thanks to Joss Whedon, the Avengers are silly enough. So anyway, I don't think we know who's going to play Squirrel Girl. Of course, when it was rumored to be a film character, perhaps for Infinity War, I think the leader in the clubhouse was Anna Kendrick.
Yep.
Is it a teeth thing? Was that what it was?
I don't know. I think she just said somebody told her she'd be a good Squirrel Girl or something.
Choppers.
Yeah.
Now that it's on TV, we've lost Anna Kendrick. And I was thinking, Barb. What about Barb from Stranger Things?
Yes. I think Barb from Stranger Things
She's proven her worth on streaming TV.
Yes,
for
she has.
At least 3 episodes. Or was it 2? Why does everybody like Barb so much?
Because she's entertaining and she's sympathetic and you just
dies in a pool.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, we don't know where she dies.
She kind of dies in the nether world.
Upside down.
Upside down. Yes.
Yes. The New Warriors will debut on Freeform in 2018. One more story. It's a follow-up to a story we've talked about previously, which we really scratched our heads about. Michael Keaton is in talks to play the villain in Dumbo.
How are we doing the live action elephants?
Nobody knows. But
are they using real elephants and then just having their mouths move, or are they animating them?
They're going to babe it.
Yeah.
They're going to babe the crap out of that.
Are they going to babe it or what?
Here's who else is in talks. Colin Farrell, Ava Green, and Danny DeVito. Now, a couple questions. Number 1, how are they going to get a G rating on this kid's film when Ava Green's going to show her tits to everybody?
I know.
Second of all, is Danny DeVito going to play Dumbo or something? He's the right size.
Probably going to play some sort of sideshow or like the ringmaster.
Yes.
This is going to be...
There'll be a ringmaster. Yeah, he'll be in the circus.
Yep.
And that's how they'll replace the crow scene or whatever.
Yeah.
I say own the crow scene.
Oh.
Now let me finish. Cast the Wu-Tang Clan. Do it now.
Oh my gosh.
They play the crows. They all rap about believing in yourself and flying, right? They tell me never needed the feather. They own it. They take it back. It's not just, I don't actually know who the original voice actor was, but I've seen an elephant fly. Forget that. Right? Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that could be entertaining.
Right. You're afraid. You're afraid to join me.
I'm a little afraid.
On this dais, but you should. You should do it. And number 3 is, did you know that this is a Tim Burton movie?
No.
Yes! So anyway, it'll be a reunion of the former Batman director and the former Batman star.
Did he do the Alice in Wonderland films?
Yeah. Well, the first one.
The first
one. I don't know
one?
if he did the second one.
Okay.
And I don't care. But now I really kind of wish Will Smith hadn't dropped out. I would like to see Will Smith in a Tim Burton movie.
That would be something that I would pay to see.
Right.
Because what?
Because it'd be just, Vincent Price. Darkness descends on the circus. And Will Smith's like, oh, hell no.